That's where our sports director, Mark Martin, is now live right now at Power Park. Hey there, Mark. What's going on?
Well, guys, we are into the AA action now, and we have two of the three state championship games set for championship Saturday, single A and AAA. Now we're trying to decide AA games, and the action going on behind me, Chapmanville and Bridgeport, the first of two semifinal AA showdowns later tonight. Fairmont Senior going up against Independence. What happened earlier today? Let's show you. First game of the day, it's Hurricane taking on Washington. Washington now the Eastern Panhandle Hurricane in the state tournament for the first time since 2002, and Brandon Pauley going to score on a pass ball for the Redskins, and Hurricane goes on to get the win by a final score of 3-1 to advance to the championship game. Second game of the day, it was Riverside and Wheeling Park, and what a ball game this was as well. Top of the second, and Wheeling Park's Nathan Harbin going to score on the pass ball, and it would be 1-0 Patriots, but Michael Groh would balk, and that would get Trevor Smith home for Riverside, and Riverside goes on to get the victory in this one by a final count of 3-2. So it will be Hurricane and Riverside tomorrow in the Class AAA showdown. A couple of Mountain State Athletic Conference members, two teams from right here in the Kanawha Valley, going for the big prize of Class AAA. And of course, Man and Clarksburg Notre Dame in the Class Single A game. And again, we're trying to get the combatants for the AA game as well in this evening session. We'll talk much more about day number 2 at the 2014 West Virginia High School State Baseball Tournament coming up in our Dutch Miller Kia Sports Report at 6 o'clock. Reporting live from Appalachian Power Park, I'm Mark Martin.
Okay, Mark, thanks. We'll see you soon. Lowering your risk.
And we welcome you back here to Cabell Midland High School, Ona, West Virginia, where it is halftime and the Capital Cougars lead the Cabell Midland Knights by a count of 21-14. Our Friday Night Football Extra web game of the week presented by First Bank of Charleston, Charleston's Community Bank, along with Adam Marco, James Collier, and Mark Martin. Great to have you with us. And Adam, rain-soaked first half of action, but these teams have managed to combine for 35 points.
You know, it's been a fun one so far, and we knew coming in we were going to see two of the best running backs in the state of West Virginia. Alex Childress is
18 on our Highland Hospital scoreboard. Highland Hospital, Highland can help. Number 1, Capital. Number 2, Cabell Midland. Battle of the unbeatens. The pitch to Childers. Childers going to find the end zone. Touchdown. Alex Childers got the pitch, followed his blockers, found daylight, and finds the end zone. Pratt looks, Pratt gets rid of it, and the leaping catch by Davis, and Davis fights his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Tyrell Davis and Tyree Pratt hook up on the touchdown for Capital. Fakes. Pettit looking downfield, soggy football, and he's got his man. Hendricks makes the grab. He's at the 20, the 15, the 10, into the end zone. Touchdown, Cabell Midland. Sometimes you just don't shake off the cramps just like that. Speaking of shaking off, is Tyrell Davis. Davis is going to take it into the end zone for the touchdown. Well, you don't have Haley in there. You got another senior who's meant so much to you. The hybrid, the running back, the wing back, the free safety, the wide receiver. And that time he journeys 31 yards for the go-ahead score here with 1:36 remaining. Hi there, and welcome to the Charleston Distance Run Preview Show, America's 15-miler. I'm Mark Martin. Thanks for being with us. It's a Charleston sports spectacle now in year number 42, and runners from all over the United States and beyond are set to assemble here next Saturday. It's an event that has attracted some notable names through the years, and many great runners will again be a part of the field in 2014 to battle the challenging 15-mile course. From the most experienced runner to the novice competitor, the Charleston Distance Run's 15-mile course can be described in one word: tough. The start of the route is scenic enough on Canal Boulevard and flanked by the majestic state capitol and the Canal River. Rolling past the river and along downtown streets, the first 3 miles are a gentle warm-up to the challenges ahead on what usually is a hot, humid day. Runners get the first hint of the inclines ahead when they head up the deck of the South Side Bridge. They encounter the most challenging part of the course, a monster of a climb up US 119 called Capitol Punishment Hill. Cresting Capitol Punishment provides only brief relief for weary legs. The terrain rolls on Oakwood Road past the 5-mile mark, and runners must dig deep to power up a steep short hill at the four-way intersection that leads to George Washington High. Miles 4 through 7 provide some relief to runners in the form of shade from the canopy of trees that line scenic neighborhoods. The pace is fast and furious as they head back to downtown. Crossing the South Side Bridge again, this time at mile 8, runners are met by the cheers of spectators. Now it's about getting into a rhythm on flat downtown streets, heading past historic, stately East End homes. It is here where runners pass miles 11 and 12. Then it's on to Clendenin Street. Runners hitting the 13-mile mark. Gut check time to see how much is left in the tank for the final 2-mile push. The course bears right onto Donnelly Street past the Martin Luther King Community Center before a sharp left onto Court Street. It's here where runners start to smell home, but first they must climb on tired legs up the Court Street dip, a short, steep incline. At the intersection with Piedmont, it's mile 14, almost home. The course then bears right onto Morris Street and heads left onto Hansford, entering the Warehouse District. A slight incline up the stretch requires focus as runners struggle to hold off last-minute challengers. With the sound of the announcer calling out the names, runners enter the University of Charleston Stadium's Lately Field. The final 300 yards on the track gives one last chance to catch someone in front or hold off others charging from behind. Crossing the finish line, the challenging journey is over. The finisher's medal draped around each competitor's neck is a reminder of quite an accomplishment, toughing it out and surviving the Charleston Distance Run, America's 15-miler. Coming up, we check in with the race director of this year's event and get his thoughts on this latest edition of the CDR. You're watching the Charleston Distance Run preview show, America's 15-miler.